Hello, hello. Welcome back to the stream. This is day 4 of Kerbal Space Program. Program. I am going to Why did I say to the Mun? Damn it, I misnamed the stream. The goal here is going to be to orbit Earth, or Kerbal, I guess, to a very accurate degree. So we want to get between, I believe it's 99, a periapsis of 99 kilometers and an apoapsis of 101. But let's confirm that. And then maybe I'll actually take us to the Mun afterwards. So it's not R&D. We want to go to mission control. So it's called the perfect circle, and it says that we need to reach an apoapsis of. I keep screwing this up. With an apoapsis and periapsis each between 99 and 101. Okay, yeah. So it doesn't matter. Just get. It does matter. What I said was correct. Periapsis of 99, apoapsis of 101. We need to be between those two numbers. So let's go ahead and do that. This gets us 100. Also, I didn't realize, but if you go to research and development, let's lower this a little bit. If you go to research and development, there are many more sections than just this first page. Yeah, I know, I'm a noob. But it blew my mind. So how do we scroll over here? Right at the bottom, look how much more technology we get to go explore. So we're just getting started. That's great news. That means that, what I ended up paying for the game is I'm only getting more time out of this. Time that I maybe don't have, but time nonetheless. So I don't want to revert to launch. I want to go, see, this is the thing. Why can't I go to, I believe Kerbal Space Center is going to be the launch pad. No, there it is. Okay, so you can't just go from this menu to the launch pad. You have to go to Kerbal Space Center first. I do like, though, that, okay, so Fly Safe 5 is at launch pad 1. I believe this is the rocket that I was using to practice getting into low Earth orbit. That does not seem to be the case, so we're going to recover it. Man, what's going on here? Launch pad. Does this one have a rocket? No. Okay, so whatever was on launch pad 1, it wouldn't let me launch it, so we had to recover, and now we'll go back. Grab fly safe. I might need to edit the vehicle. Let's just make sure. So what I've done, I was having some issues, as those of you that watched me last time know, I was having some issues getting into low Earth orbit without flipping the vehicle, but I think I've solved that problem. Let me show you a few things first. If you look at center of pressure, this looks fine. But if I increase this to 4 fins and push this onto the rocket, look at that. Those fins look properly oriented, but the center of pressure is just absurd. So I assume that's a bug. Could very well be just me being bad at the game and having no concept of aerospace physics, but I don't think so. And then just to tack on to that, okay, so now I re-clicked it. The game recalculated the center of pressure, and this is more what I was seeing before, where we have this one long vector pointing out. I'm not sure why that's there. I don't have any asymmetries in my vehicle. But it's not, and let's remove this. Yeah, that doesn't change jack. So one thing I did, and I stole this from another YouTuber, they had many fins. More fins, better aerodynamics, right? Right? I don't know. But more fins seem to have helped. I think what really helped me, though, is that I had actually pressed the prograde marker, and so I was getting assist automatically by the game to keep my rocket stable. One other thing I'd like to mention here is that right here between this first tank and this second Methalox tank is a SRW-125. it's going to give us the control, the reaction. You know, I believe it's a bunch of reaction wheels. Where can I find you? It's a stabilizer. So it has several internal reaction wheels. The larger wheels are driven by proportionally larger motors. Makes sense. So one thing that's cool is that in satellites, the way that low Earth orbit satellites orient themselves is via like high speed, high RPM gyroscopic wheels. And so you might have those, and let's say you might have 3 in orthogonal configuration, so that you could spin this wheel. This is going to be hard to see, but yeah, if you spin a wheel in this direction, you're going to move your craft in the opposite. You're going to rotate your craft in the opposite, and that gives you full 360-degree control. I'm not sure how fast these wheels move. I'd be curious, you know, if they're larger wheels, perhaps they don't need to spin it at such a high RPM. I believe we're talking like that 1,000, 2,000 RPM to get the craft to move, but it is a larger craft, so you need to generate. I'm going to screw this up. It's enough torque, yes, to overcome the inertia of your very large vehicle. One other thing that I found out online is that you want to place these stabilizers near your center of mass, and so that's why I put it in between these 2 tanks. Please do leave a comment if this is dumb and explain why to me and anybody else that's curious. All right. Hey, does anybody want to meet my cat? Come here. Come here. Hello. Oh, almost. Hello. My name is Eclipse. I am very appropriately named. Hello. Okay, if you could just... Hello. All right, I'll put you down. She's very shy. You did great. All right, let's launch this bad boy. We have 3,798. It's delta V. We only need 3,400 to get to, thrust to weight over 2. We're definitely looking good. We only need 3,400 to get to Kerbal low orbit. But instead of aiming for 70 kilometers, we're aiming for between 99 and 101. So having that extra juice always helps. And in terms of order of operation, rockets fire, and then once we're in orbit, I can release the fairing, and that will expose the solar panels and the control module with the antenna that we have up top. Launch. One thing that's really cool about having Eclipse sit on my chair is that she sits behind me, and I can give her nice scratchies while I work and stream and game and all of that fun stuff. All right. So we're going to launch. I'm going to get up to 100 meters per second, and then I'm going to start tilting and turn on prograde. I could probably just turn it on right now, to be honest. All right, so we're at 100 meters per second. I'm going to start throttling down, and I'm going to start turning the vehicle a little bit. Don't do what I do. I wrap a tab D. I'm sure it's better if you just if you press and hold for a reasonable amount of time. I also am going to turn on our reaction control system. I have no idea if that's a good idea. Another thing I saw online is that you don't want to eclipse about 300 meters per second before 10 kilometers altitude. So that's one of the reasons I throttle the thrust down. Okay, and then in terms of time to apoapsis, keeping that 30 seconds. Honestly, I found that if you want to get a really circular orbit without having to perform extra maneuvers, just turning your vehicle around and applying thrust in the opposite direction to decrease your apoapsis because it can grow out of control. If you want to do that, don't listen to me. If you suck like I do and you don't mind performing that extra maneuver, the apoapsis time doesn't actually matter that much because you can perform that. Your apoapsis can get out of control and you can still perform a maneuver if you have enough delta V to get yourself back into a very, very circular orbit. I'll show you that right now. Okay, so we're going way too fast. I was talking and not paying attention. You don't want to be going 500 meters per second at 20 kilometers, but we are. I'm going to continue to lower the nose. That's one way to keep this time down, is to make your craft more horizontal. And we, our ultimate, the thing that we really want to focus on right now is getting, I'm going to lower that thrust even more, is getting this apoapsis to roughly 99. I'm going to aim for 100 kilometers, because that's putting us dead in the center of the orbit that we need. Oh. Also, bless the prograde marker, bless stability assist system. I haven't flipped, and I've barely been touching it. Before I had the prograde selected, I was flipping all over the place all the time. And bless 8 fins. Thank you, whichever YouTuber showed me that. Why don't I get that for you right now? It was CVUSMO. Not even gonna pretend I know how they like that pronounced. Also, I can see that I'm very much out of screen here, out of camera. Okay, so how are we doing? I'm at 60,000, so I can put a little bit of time on OBS Studio, lift my face up into the top left just to show you, so you can keep track of the delta V with me. Let's make that a little smaller, and we're back. Okay, so I want to go for 100,000 meters. We'll keep the thrust up. We may not. I want to have at least, let's say, 300 delta V in the tank in order to perform the secondary maneuver that I'll show you in a sec. I mean, we're actually doing really well with our apoapsis time here. I'm going to speed this up. Okay, our thrust is dropping. I don't think we're gonna make it here. Yeah, thrust is really not doing well. Oh, what the hell happened? Oh. Okay, so we overshot the apoapsis, and I'm going to have to restart. Ugh. Well. That sucks. Whatever. Turn to launch. So the problem here is that I'm currently at an apoapsis of 127 and a periapsis of 46. I can't adjust both of them with this delta V. I could adjust one of them. And let me show you. Let's just go about doing that, just so I can show you how I was planning on doing this. It'll be good practice for me. So I'm going to want to increase our periapsis to 100,000. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the apoapsis, the other side, and create a maneuver plan. We will apply some thrust until the periapsis gets to a point that we like. Where are we now? So this gets us to 101 kilometers. Let's pull that back a little bit. I want to go to pretty much 100,000 here. Okay, so we're there. Let's speed this up. Now, I'm going to do something that I have forgotten to do literally 90% of the time that I perform maneuvers. I am going to press the maneuver button so that I have stability assist on for my maneuver. I have 13 seconds before I have to apply 0 seconds of burn-in. Usually you're supposed to apply full throttle. I'm probably just gonna throttle up a little bit. Just until there you go. Let me do that. Okay, so I think that's pretty much bang on. We still have and that's only going to use 44, or maybe that has that used it? Yeah, so that has used 44. So we may actually have just salvaged the situation here. I'm saying that, and then I'm going to absolutely brick. Okay, so what we're going to do is, once we get to our periapsis, Okay, what I'm gonna do is trash that maneuver plan, click on the periapsis, create another maneuver plan, and now what we want to do is get our apoapsis down to 100,000 as well. So we need to, we're currently at 127 kilometers. Let's just pull this back, click this button. Fortunately, these are really close together. But we know which one we want. So this one, 121. Here, now I'm gonna pull, click, drag, till I get to 100,000. Yeah. So, oh. Now it's becoming the periapsis. So you see what you're playing a bit of a game here, because they're going to be so close. We've kind of lost. It really doesn't matter that much what you call it. They're going to be very much the same. So here, are we comfortable with 100 kilometers? I mean, we can always adjust more afterwards. So let's do it. I'm going to, and that only requires 21 delta V, which we definitely have. So everyone, cross your fingers, pray to whatever god you pray to that I don't screw this up. What am I going to do? I'm going to apply stability assist. I keep forgetting the name. Stability assist. Done. 16 seconds. And then we are going to throttle up ever so slightly. I'm just going to watch this here. I want to be this is going to be a critical maneuver. And I'm going to throttle up slowly, and we'll just watch this blue line drop to the orange line. A little more. Perfect. And now I can probably just warp. I'm not applying any more thrust. Nothing else should change. So I'm going to cancel the maneuver. Why is my apoapsis and periapsis still a little over? Okay, so maybe what I want to do is apply a little more. Okay, so now my periapsis. Ah! Damn it. That's alright. I still have a decent amount of delta V. I can fix this. I apologize for you having to hear my weird noises. Oh, that's so frustrating. That is very frustrating. Okay. Just gonna do this again. We're gonna go to the periapsis and we're going to create a maneuver plan. We are going to pull this back ever so slightly. We're going to have a look here. What's happening? Required delta V is 0, so that just doesn't make sense. So we get to probably like 4 delta V here. Let's see. That would have dropped us by a little bit. We're going to time warp. Well, you know what? I could probably just adjust my apoapsis now, but I'm here, I'm in it, so let's maneuver. We're going to strictly watch these numbers now. I'm not even going to bother with the very close yellow and blue lines here. Okay, so in 25 seconds, we're just going to speed this up. Get me to 5 seconds. Okay. So let's go. Did I fucked it up again? I think we can salvage this. Wait for the vehicle to adjust itself. And a little thrust. Okay, we're above 99. We're good. We're good. Okay, that's our apoapsis. Now, kill the plan. Go to our apoapsis. Create maneuver. pull this back a little bit. We just need a delta V of like 3, that's fine. Let's fast forward. We're going to apply stability assist. So I said 90, I forget it 90% of the time. Right now I'm at about, I think I'm at 50% for the day. So my average is improving quite a bit. 25 seconds, 24 seconds. Stability assist is on. I need to, I went the wrong direction. I want to increase my periapsis actually. So we're going to kill that plan. Come here, create a maneuver plan. Click this, increase this until it gets to about, let's see, 4. And we have to apply thrust really quickly. Did it again, dropping my percentage. Apply a little thrust, 7, 8, 9, yes! Yes! We've done it. All right, we've achieved the science mission. We are in a very circular orbit. It looks beautiful, and I'm very happy. I'm going to kill that maneuver plan. We are going to just head back to mission control, claim the points, and then we'll head back to the moon, do the to the mun that's actually the title of this video. Claim the points, submit. I don't think, oh, these are always pretty cute. Let's draw my face. Thank you, science. All right, so we have a couple other missions. Please launch a vehicle into the least circular orbit you can manage. So you'd have to have a periapsis between 70 to 100 and an apoapsis between 300 to 8,400 kilometers. Oh, I can get you into a very elliptical orbit. Don't you worry. So we will have a look at that after. What I want to do now is go through the MUN mission. So what we want to do, which well, we have another mission we're tracking here. Plant a flag within any mare on the MUN, so that would require landing. I don't have that capability at the moment. And the other project is to land. Okay, maybe I'll just get us to the MUN and crash the vehicle on the surface. How about that? So we are going to head to the vehicle assembly building. I will put my face, I don't know where the best place is, honestly. Let's go up here. All right, let's grab our trusty swivel and a 800 Methalox tank. We'll probably want some stabilizer near what is going to be the center of mass. I will probably want and by the way, we're aiming for 5,400, I believe. So from Kerbal to the MUN, moving my face, from Kerbal to the MUN, one-way trip is 5,120. So we actually need to hit that. We are not just orbiting, we're going to try and land. I honestly have no idea how to design a rocket that does this, but let's give it a go. So we'll probably need at least 4 boosters and then a couple of 800 tanks. So we will also need to release one of our stages, so we're not dragging it through the in between Earth or Kerbal and the MUN. So we have our stabilizer that's going to go on after the coupler. So there's your stabilizer. I may need to shed the stabilizer even for weight purposes, TBD. Next is another fuel tank, another 800. What are these? We have a couple of these X200 fuel tanks. Let's look at their mass. Wow, they're heavy. not... Okay, so there's just a very short version of this T800. How big is it? Oh, because it's very wide. Okay. So currently I have 3,512. Maybe we'll have two. This doesn't look like it makes a lot of sense. Doing it anyways. Here's our center of mass. Our stabilizer is far too high up. But let's play along. Where's that decoupler? So this is first stage decoupler, second stage. We're just gonna continue pushing this reaction wheel up and up and up. Second stage is probably good enough. We can get away with a Terrier. Then we throw the, then we want the fuel tank. Let's try T200. What are we at? 4,602. Let's go up to a 400. Well, that didn't change jack. Throw on the stabilizer. Top with a fairing. Like, look how tall this rocket is. This makes zero sense. Top of the fairing, that will require the classic battery, double battery. Come on. Solar panel, let's do 4 of those. I'm going to move my face for you. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Sorry, continue to be very bad at OBS Studio management. So there are my solar panels. They look wonky as all hell. I guess trying to put something flat on a round surface is difficult. What a surprise. Is there any way to do this cleanly? I don't think so. That's okay. That was madness anyways. We do have a hexagonal structure. Somewhere up here, it is this science... Nope. That's not it. Did I not buy it? There's a hexagonal... No, I did. I thought it was a stabilizer. Here it is. It's a remote guidance unit. So if we throw that on this, I'd say we can get rid of a battery pack. So throw that there. Throw on some of our solar panels. Let's throw on 6 of those. Done. Looking good. And then last but definitely not least is our friend, the probe. What do we have? 4,602? Sure. So let's see if that remains. Once I move around the staging order, the fairing is going to go last. Bye-bye. We have our first engine, and then our second engine will go up here. Let's create a new stage. So first engine, what the hell? Yeah, see, this game messes with me. So we have a first engine, which is 2,763. Then we get, oh, yeah, and then we get rid of it. We get rid of our first stage, and then we launch our second stage, which can happen at the same time. And then we kick our fairing off. Like, what? How these numbers make any sense? Let's create a nice little enclosure for this. Another stage, pull this up. Cap it off. Look how tall this rocket is. I'm sure to those of you who are actually good at this game that this looks absolutely ridiculous. That's the point of video games though. Just mess around, have some fun. Also, I don't know where my snap mode went. So I'm not snapping, am I? That doesn't look like it. Yikes. How do I turn on? Oh, yeah, so I did turn off snap. Moron. Okay. There are the fins. We have a look at our center of pressure. We have that ridiculous arrow, center of mass, center of thrust. So where's our center of mass with respect to our gyro? Our stabilizer is somewhere up here, and our center of mass is down here. So could be worse. Could be better, but could be worse. And then, last but not least, boosters. After I can find the coupling. So I'll tell you right now, I don't believe this 2,733 number at all. 1 iota. So I'm just going to pretend that that number is larger, but we are going to throw on 4 boosters, which should be overkill. That gets us to what? 3,710? I'm not buying it. I'm sorry, I'm not. Let's throw that up there. Throw on some of these larger thumpers. What does that give me? Like 4,000. Not buying it down. Yeah. Drop this. Drop all of these down to about here. That's fine. One more. Do it. Do it. How about that? We are going to top those off with some nose cones. There you go. And last but not least, make sure the ordering is correct. So fire the boosters and the main engine, let go of the boosters, fire the second, and then at some point we will decouple the stages and fire the other stage, and then let go of the fairing. This number should be 5,000, like look at the trip planner, should be 5,120. It is not, but I don't believe that that number is real. Kerbal, you're lying to me. We are going to call this, I don't believe you. Save that, I think it just auto saves. Save. And get rid of that. And so staging looks good. Pop those, that looks good. Pop the fairing. We have control module with a radio, the batteries, the solar panels, some behemoth boosters, BBs, and a plan, and a hope and a dream. Let's go. Alright. I'm going to throttle down. I'm going to turn on prograde, because we are going to use gravity assist. You can't turn it on yet. Skip countdown. Now turn on prograde. Also turn on reaction control system. Once we get to... Oh, we are going to be going very fast, and we can't control the booster speed, so... I'm just going to turn on the thrust a little bit and start to push us towards the east so we get that nice gravity assist. This thing is so large, it barely feels that main engine. Jeez, those boosters are doing work. Like, we're already clocked. We're not even at 10,000, and we're clocking almost over 500 meters per second. Alright, I'm going to throttle on the main engine again. I'm straight up just holding the D key at this point. About to let go of the boosters. Are you ready? Boosters gone. Main engine pushing us. We're going so fast I don't even feel like throttling it up. We're almost at 90,000 apoapsis. So we're at 80,000 apoapsis right now and only 30,000 meters, so we need to really push ourselves. Over here, we've left the soupy atmosphere, so I can really tilt the rocket without too much worry that it's going to be dragged anywhere that I don't want it to be dragged. Okay, so we're tilting the nose down. In terms of good old Fulio, we look like we're doing all right. Can you adjust? I think you can adjust order in flight, which is kind of cool. I'll be honest. Okay, so I'm pointing the nose down so that we slow our apoapsis climb and allow our actual altitude to grow. But it does mean that I have to apply a lot of manual maneuvering in order to get this to keep the nose down. Apoapsis might reach about 100. That's fine. We'll eventually... our altitude will eventually catch up. We have about 1 minute and 17 left. And so once that reaches, 30, I'll apply a bunch of thrust. I'll push the nose such that or the vehicle such that we're parallel with the Earth, and then I'm going to apply a lot of thrust to push our periapsis into the positive and hopefully gives ourselves a nice and circular orbit. "50 seconds. Here, let me change the view for you. Look at that. Beautiful rocket. Come on, keep your nose down. Just pretend there's a line of powder on that Earth. Keep your nose to it. Almost at 30 seconds. Are you ready? We're gonna apply some thrust. 30, 33, 32, 31. I'm looking at this number down here. And boom. Thrust time. We have plenty of delta V, over 1,000 here. Wow, that P is not going down as fast as I thought it would. So I'm really gonna push the juice here. Do I think we have enough thrust to get ourselves to the moon? Nope. That's fine, let's just make orbit. At least our apoapsis is, our altitude in apoapsis is quite stable. Although we are about to start dipping. Yeah, so we're now starting to lose altitude. So maybe I should have fired slightly sooner, and I should have noticed that our periapsis really wasn't close enough to 0 as it should have been. Although I believe we're gonna make it with the amount of delta V we have. The only problem is that our next stage probably doesn't have. I don't remember how much delta V we have. I believe I threw, what was it, 1/400 tank on there? So it won't be enough to get us to the moon, but we will be in orbit. See, we're almost, our periapsis is almost looking good. We're going very fast. I'm going to start to drop our velocity. Our thrust, sorry. So the periapsis is, come on. Keep going. I'm just going to get periapsis above 100, and then I'm going to cut. Cool. What science reward did I get? Oh, I think I got the science reward for having a really bad orbit. Not intentional, but your boy always succeeds. All right. So if we have a look at our existing trajectory, there is our periapsis. There's our apoapsis. There is our friend, the Mun. If we actually wanted to make it there, I'm going to set the target and create a, I don't know, what? Create a maneuver plan. Pull this back here, expand. Like, there's just no way. It's gonna kill it right there. No fuel. Well, I'm gonna let... This is interesting. Do I start a maneuver plan with the hopes that I can carry on that maneuver plan with the next stage? Why not? Why not? Let's flippin' do it. So I'm going to let us rip around Kerbin here. Lack of stellar exposure. Yes, 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 yes. And then we are just going to go buck wild. Yeah, let's do this. All right, so in 10 seconds, I'm going to apply full thrust. 3, 2, 1, and Z. Boom. We're just going to burn for as long as we can, baby, and then I'm going to drop that stage. Out of. Done. Alright. We can now drop the fairing as well. Bye-bye. Now we have exposure to the sun. I could probably perform some science. How do I find that? Tracking station, map. Maybe over here. Okay, there's doesn't seem like there is any science that I can perform. And I have I have a lot of Delta V. I have 3,000. We are going to be good. See, I told you. Kerbal was lying to you. Was lying to me and you in the VAB. Alright, let's go. So we know that we want to make it to the Mun. We are going to set a maneuver plan here. What time is it? Oh my god. Excuse me. Yep, I'm gonna keep my face there, that's fine. So let's increase that till we hit our dear friend here. Come on. Can't even select my vehicle. What the hell is going on? There it is. I don't like that. Let's... Can I drag this in a little bit? Why can't I get closer? Maybe if I apply a little more. We're not really short on velocity here. And Delta V. So, required Delta V 315. Yeah, we'll be alright. So here we're going to come in, experience the Mun's sphere of influence. And then if we don't slow ourselves down, we're going to shoot around, but we are going to slow ourselves down. Alright, so I'm going to press the handy dandy maneuver button. What are these? Target, anti-target, sure. And we are going to speed things up. I mean, we're close enough anyways. Once we get there, we'll create another maneuver, and then we will figure out if we can... We'll try to land on the Mun without any landing gear. How about that? Damn it. 4, 3, 2, 1, Z. Yes, I said Z, not C, because British English. We were colonized by the right people, alright? 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Maybe a little bit premature there. There it is. So our trajectories look pretty well aligned. I'd say we can time warp to this point. Whoop. Very nice. So what is happening here? I may have made a whoopsie. Do we intercept the Mun in the way that it looks here? I'm not so sure. Because here we are entering the Mun's sphere of influence. Okay, I see. Now that we've entered its sphere of influence, gravity's starting to throw us around as we want. Okay, so I'm going to slow this down, trash our burn timer, and then we're going to create another plan where we slow ourselves down. Whee! See, this is us. Interesting. Ay. Ay caramba. What is happening here? Come on. There it is. So now we are going to put ourselves within. Let's get pretty close here. What's this periapsis? 69 kilometers? You can get closer. 8,000. So once we get really close, we can decide then and there if we really want to land. And how we're going to do that. I've seen zero tutorials on this. Okay, we're going to use stability. I see I'm screwing this up. Stability assist. We are going, now that we are in the correct orientation, we're going to, what the heck? That scared me. I thought the vehicle had already shot off path. Okay. 30 seconds. Let's speed that up. Get to 5. There you go. 2, 1. Fire. God, like just look at that. We have so much Delta V kicking around still. I almost feel silly. We should have added more to the rocket. Okay, 3, 2, 1, X. There you go. Wow, look at that. Look how close we're going to get to the Mun. We're going to time warp to this point. Have a look at vehicle view. Gorgeous. Turn ourselves prograde. Wow. Look where we are. We are on the moon, the Mun, the whatever you want to call it. Our battery is looking all right. Maybe a little undercharged. Do we want to try and perform a landing? Why not? What I'm going to do here is turn ourselves retrograde and fire our engines. And then as we approach the Mun's surface, I'm going to continue to fire the engines until I slow us down enough. So let's do that. So what we want to do is drop. Okay, I mean, that's one way to do it. We can drop our apoapsis. I mean, the other way is just to drop go to our apoapsis and fully drop our periapsis. We have a lot of Delta V, whatever. Let's keep going. Once we get down to 30,000, I'll slow this down. Okay, so 30,000. 10,000. Oh, there you go. Our periapsis now hit minus 3,000. So we are going to make contact really soon. In about a minute. What's happening here? So we are here. I'm just kill this. We're going to make contact to the surface right about here. Can I time warp there? No. Yes, kind of. Once we get to about here, I will put us back into vehicle view and we will try to burn our way onto the Mun. Cross your fingers, your toes, whatever you have. Okay, I also need to figure out which way I want to orient, because we will not want to be in retrograde anymore. We'll probably want to be normal. I mean, so like, what is up, down, south, north? What does this mean? Okay, so we're really getting close now. Going to slow that down. So let's pick a direction. That looks all right. So how fast are we going? We're going quite fast here. I want to slow us down as much as possible. Let's get to, and we have plenty of delta V. Let's get us down to, I don't know, 20 meters per second. Is our vehicle gonna fall or what? I guess it'll slowly be pulled towards the moon's surface. Okay. Alright, yeah, our altitude is falling. This is looking good. We're gonna point ourselves up. We still have stability assist keeping us upright. I'm going to turn off thrust entirely completely. We can probably speed this up a little bit. 7, 6, okay, 5. Let's apply a little bit of. Yikes. Look at us. Just casually hovering over the moon. I'm going to put us in retrograde again and slow us down. We have a little too much horizontal velocity. Oy, 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 oy. Come on. Alright, now we have 0 horizontal velocity. We are just going straight up, and that means that we are also going to be going straight down. We are on our way down. This might have actually worked. I don't know if like the vehicle explodes if it crashes. Okay. There you go. Very low thrust, just gently dropping us onto the ground here. This is hilarious. I cannot believe that this is working. I should work for NASA. I know I'm not American, but hire me. I'm down. I have a great job. All right. This might work. Speed us up. Okay. Very slow. Don't go up. Okay. This might work. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. Come on. Come on. Oh, little hop. We got it. Woohoo! We landed on the moon with a vehicle that was not designed to do so, and somehow we're upright. All right. Awesome. I'm stoked. Thank you for sticking around. This has been an excellent session for me, at least. I don't know if you're bored or not. Let's chat tomorrow. I'll see you in the morning when we go through Space News Day. I believe we're on day 11, which is actually day like 24 for me, but I had to delete the first 13 episodes. Anyways, I will see you later. Bye-bye.